about that because after this weekend, it felt a lot like spring, Tara. May not so much today, but a lot of people have that little bit of a lovely feeling about getting outside and enjoying spring. Spring fever.
That's right. I know, a little spring in the step. And we've had several warm days, you know, last week, except for what was it, last Friday and Saturday. We were a little cooler, but yesterday, 76 degrees, 60s and 70s for a few days last week. But we're getting chillier, not very spring-like of conditions coming up for tomorrow. Right now, it's not so bad outside. We've got 51 degrees. It is dry, though, as we look live from the Hyatt Place Uptown Cam after what was a cloudy and showery start to the day earlier this morning. According to radar estimates, seeing rainfall totals up in the mountains there close to ½ of an inch and even just over ½ of an inch, close to 3/4 of an inch with some of those heavier showers that rolled on through. But again, right now we're mostly dry, maybe a few leftover sprinkles out there toward parts of Anson or Richmond County. What's happening here today is we've got a couple of cold fronts pushing on through. You can see all those blue lines draped across the eastern half of the country. High pressure will be settling in for tomorrow, so that's going to keep us dry and pushing all of this rain out, but it's going to be much chilly high pressure. So instead of all these 60s and 70s that we had a good chunk of last week, and of course, as we were saying, that 76 yesterday and even 68, that was actually earlier this morning, it's going to be a struggle to even break out of the 40s during the day tomorrow. But again, right now, not so bad. Low to mid 50s still hanging on. We've got 55 at Cheraw and Rockingham, 53 in Monroe. A little chillier there along I-40, mid to upper 40s there, and we're closer to freezing up in the mountains. So overnight, while we're sleeping, it's going to stay dry, lingering clouds. Again, as we've been talking about, much cooler tomorrow, but dry. And already on Wednesday, we're talking about the next round, quick round, though, of some showers rolling on through with the next system. You can see the chillier air continues up to the north and west. We'll be down in the upper 30s to start the day tomorrow, some lingering clouds, so don't expect just a ton of Carolina blue sky tomorrow. We'll see some breaks and peaks of sunshine in a lot of neighborhoods, but even with the sunshine, temperatures go from 40s at 9 a.m., only topping out in the lower 50s later we get into the day. So no rain tomorrow, but grab the umbrella again for Wednesday, especially if you live around the Charlotte area, out toward the foothills and off to the south in South Carolina, because we have the system that's going to be passing by to our south. So the widespread, and you can see the darker green and the yellow, the heavier rain will stay generally from near Columbia, South Carolina, out toward parts of Georgia and around Charleston. So we'll be kind of right on the edge of the shield of rain. The farther north you go, up toward the I-40 corridor and even up into the mountain communities, the drier it will be. That's in and out pretty quick. It's mainly Wednesday morning, early afternoon. By later in the day, it's back to dry conditions. So the mountain forecast the next 5 days, only looking at that slight chance and maybe just a bit of a wintry mix if it comes in early enough on Wednesday, but not adding up too much. Then it's back to sunshine and highs in the 50s in the higher elevations later in the week. Cold start in the high country early tomorrow morning. Look at those lows, 25 degrees. We'll start the day in the mid to upper 30s everywhere else and around the Charlotte area through South Carolina. So a couple of days with those highs in the 50s, but then behind that quick chance of rain on Wednesday, it's back to that sunshine Thursday and Friday to finish out the week. 50s and 60s, no 70s on the board just yet. And right now, it's looking like a mostly dry weekend, guys.